In this quick demo of Tempo Maestro, we'll give you a tour of the app and show you some of its key features. So we'll navigate to the training menu, and here you see each of the 3 training exercises. If you click on them, there's an information panel with some simple instructions for how the exercise works, and you can just begin the exercise. But also in the bottom left, there's a training folder, and this kind of just keeps record of which trainings you've done and at what time. And this can be useful if you want to see if there's an imbalance on which training exercise you focused on more than others. But if you go to testing menu, again, there's that information panel, and you can just begin a test. But one really nice feature of the app is this testing folder. This keeps record of your testing instances, these past tests you've taken, and you can click on them and go through each individual exercise and see where your weaknesses are, and even see if maybe your answers are consistently slow or fast compared to the target tempo. So this can be really nice for trying to see where your weaknesses are. And then, for example, in this one, my weakest test was identification with an 85%. So I could go back to the training mode and focus on identification for a little while and try to boost that score up and get my test scores even higher. This tutorial will be looking at the Tempo Drift training exercise. So to navigate there, let's go to Training and then Tempo Drift. In the top right, you'll see an information button. This will bring up a panel with some simple instructions about the exercise, and you can close it if you would like to begin. To start the exercise, you'll click New Game, and a metronome will begin to play. This metronome is playing at 92 BPM, but it'll be randomized each time you do it. So the first step is for me to begin tapping along, where it says tap here, to the same pulse of the metronome. So I'll begin doing that now. And after a few taps, the metronome will fade away completely. So I'm still tapping, and my goal is to keep it as close to the same tempo, that 92 BPM, as I can until it tells me to stop, which is right now. So after you finish the exercise, it'll bring up a graph where each of these dots represents your tap intervals, or one of your tap intervals. So you can see I started a little bit slow at the beginning with 85 BPM, and then held it sort of close to the middle until towards the end I got a little bit too fast and went to 101 BPM. Obviously, if you did perfect, these dots would line up perfectly with that middle dashed line. But see how close you can get. Good luck. In this tutorial, we will be looking at the Target the Tempo training exercise. So let's navigate to Training, and then to Target the Tempo. In the top right, you'll see an information button. This will bring up a panel with some simple instructions about the way the exercise works. But let's begin a new exercise by clicking New Game. At the top here, you'll see 178, and that means 178 beats per minute, or BPM. So the goal here is to try to tap almost as if you were the metronome, which was set to 178. So try to tap 178 beats per minute. Here in the middle, you'll see a gray bar, and that represents a consistency meter. Basically, as I begin tapping, you'll see it go from red to yellow to green, and when it turns green, a little check mark will pop up. And this has absolutely nothing to do with how right or wrong I am, or how close I am to that target. All it means is that the algorithm knows what tempo I'm trying to give it. So the purpose of this is if you're speeding up or slowing down a lot while during the exercise, you're not going to get an accurate prediction of what you meant because it's not steady. So the consistency meter sort of tells you when you're being consistent and when you're ready to stop because the algorithm knows what you mean. So I'll go ahead and try this one. Just as a reference, 180 BPM would be 3 beats per second. So 178 is just going to be a little bit slower than that. So I'll try for it. So when you're ready, you'll click tap here, and you'll just start tapping at that rate. And there's the green check mark, so I'll stop. Okay, so not too bad. So here at the top, you'll see 178, which was the target, and right below is my answer, which is 173 beats per minute. So I was just a little bit slow, but not too bad. So try that out and keep practicing. Good luck.